Feel good, like you said, coming off those 2 weeks, not or 4 weeks really of not playing and being back for 2 weeks now. Now I feel good. My body's a little sore, the usual soreness of a tough game like yesterday. So I'm feeling it everywhere. But there's something that I feel like is, gonna turn over quickly. But like you said, going into um just coming off these last 4 weeks of not playing and I'm finally back playing, I'm definitely gonna look at, like my rehab schedule differently. I might get an extra massage in a week or two, just switch up things before Sunday, so that I feel the best going into the game day.
Thank you. And then Matthew Stafford, and then frankly the tape praises the offensive line quite a bit. They really showed up on tape and in pass pro, but also sort of imposing a little bit of a will even against some of the looks that the Browns were showing you guys against the run. Can you describe what was effective about what they were doing and when you felt them get into a rhythm, not just in the run, but in the pass as well?
Yeah, I think it was just being able to not stay let's say not vanilla, still being able to do what we do best, and that's running the ball, pass the ball, and then hit them with the play action or even in the screen game. So just being able to like we were doing yesterday, firing on all cylinders, starting up front with the offensive line and the tight ends, making sure that, Matthew is protected back there to get the ball off in the pocket, and also, setting up holes for me to run through. So it starts up there with those, six front people, guys, but there's us being able to, really stay ahead of the sticks was a really big part yesterday, being consistent on the drives and, being able to execute, put it in the end zone when we needed to.
And then last one for me. If you were talking to someone who had never met Alaric Jackson before, how would you describe his personality to that person?
He's like laid back, chill. You don't really know what he's thinking, because he don't really say much. He doesn't have really facial expressions, but when he steps on that field, he's all about business. You seen what he did yesterday, and you seen what he's doing up until yesterday. And he's all about his work, his grind. He's always in here working, getting the extra work, whenever that is, after practice, before practice, it doesn't matter. But nah, definitely look towards AJ, to give him to always, just work from each other. Like we're always talking on the field in the huddle, just getting excited to ready to go.
Thanks, Kyren.
Adam,
Hey, Kyren, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good, thank you. Um, coming into that game, the Browns were, on a pretty historic pace defensively, one of the most vaunted units in the league this year. Going in and being able to have really one of the best offensive performances against them this season, where is the confidence of the offense now, just the way it's played the last 2 weeks?
I think it stayed the same throughout the whole season. Really, we never really lost confidence. We always knew that we was on a uphill trajectory, in football in this football stuff. But I feel like we're really hitting our groove now. We're really settling in with each other. Finding that connection within the offense, within the whole 11 as one. And we're just really hitting that stride now because we know we can all, we're all trusting each other. That's the biggest thing. We probably are playing with is trust, knowing that the guy next to us is going to get our job done. So being able to stay like that, stay even keel when times may get hard. We're facing adversity, but just being able to stay one as 11, one as an offense, and then that's really been huge in these last 3 weeks or the last 2 weeks since I've been back.
Given how slowly he came off the field there in the first half, was any part of you surprised when Puka is ready to go in the third quarter?
No, I was telling everybody he came back like he was God, but like, no, it was no surprise to me. Like I was when he came back out of the locker room, as they said he got a shot. I was like, yeah, he about to go do what he does best. I seen him putting his pads on at halftime. I was like, okay, he's about to go down. And then he came out in the second half. He had that long jet sweep down the sideline. I was like, yeah, he's all right.
You have the run to his side of the field on the first play of the half, like he throws a big block. Are you able to like see that in real time, or is that something that you like look at film and like, oh, he was
Nah, I'm just
back in it?
I'm really looking at I'm really that's something to watch film, but I'm really looking
Yeah,
at defenders like on that specifically that run. I'm looking at defenders. I'm trying to get them to run
yeah.
past his face so I can get underneath him. But no, I'm looking at the defense instead of the offense. But I'm definitely seeing what the receivers and tight ends are doing in the run game, blocking.
What stands out to you about the job that they've done this year in that aspect?
They're just putting their hand in the ground and they're ready to go, setting the pads, staying thick on people and not, not letting them, beat them inside across their face, but, just staying thick on those guys. And it's giving us a decisive read. You don't gotta block somebody for 2 minutes on a play. You just need to block them, get in his way for a couple seconds, and I got you. And so that's basically what I feel like we've been doing. They just been getting in, making the block good enough to where, as backs we can make some stuff happen after that.
Thanks, Kyren.
Stu?
Hey, Kyren, how did you learn the patience to set up your blocks in the run game? And maybe who was instrumental in teaching you that too?
So that really came a part of my game probably like my sophomore year of college. Because like I was never really a running back. I was never really that. I was just athletic. I always played slot receiver, running back, whatever the coach gave me to get the ball in my hands. That's what I did. And so when I really went to go play fully running back, that's when I really learned how to. You can't just go. There is no just go as a running back. You're just gonna run into your old lineman's backs. So I remember saying this once I found out like patience was a virtue. My whole game changed. And so like being able to see everything that's in front of you, and most importantly, just knowing where your blocks are going. If you don't know the scheme of the play, you don't know where your blockers are going, and it's going to really be hard to, set up something or even be patient enough to be able to get back to where you're trying to go. So to me, I love it. I feel like it's as a running back, not many people think that that's what you do. Like they just really think you're just running. Like, no, I'm trying to set you up. I'm trying to manipulate you. I'm trying to think that you're going to go there and I'm going to go there, but I'm really not going to go there because my blocks are going here. And so like, that's the fun part about, being a running back to me is just being able to make these linebackers look silly.
And then kind of along those lines, obviously the entire offensive line has been a big part of the success you've had this year. But when you think about Kevin Dotson specifically and whether you've run behind him or he's thrown a block, on a screen pass you've caught, what stood out about the way he's played specifically?
He's going to get the job done. 1,000%, without a doubt. I remember we was just watching film in the meetings. This one run that we had was outside zone to the left side where he literally blocked two people on one play, and they both were on the ground as I passed him, as I was running behind his block. And so that's just like the little things. Like I don't see that happening on the field, but I go back and watch. I'd be like, dang, he really did clear the way. But now it's like something that he's been doing that consistently since he got here, and I feel like he's only getting better. And I love just being able to have. All of our linemen are like that. They're just ready to go. They're ready to get out, block somebody down the field to, open up explosive plays. So I appreciate them. Without them, I'm literally nothing. So appreciate y'all boys.
Thanks for that insight. Appreciate it.
Gary, we'll wrap with you.
In terms of your tackles, Alaric Jackson and Rob Havenside, those two big guys on the corners there. How would you describe them and kind of, your relationship with them?
The anchors, I feel like they hold our offense down as a whole. Like you said, the two big guys on the right side, on the right and left side, they're protecting the quarterback, but they're protecting all of us as a whole. And I love playing with both of them because they're literally two different people. Rob will come talk to me during the game like, yo, I'm seeing this, I'm feeling this. Watch if this DN wants to get too nosy, I'm gonna do this and blah blah blah. And AJ, he won't say nothing. I had to go to AJ to talk to him and be like, what you seeing, bro? How you feeling? You good? You good? And so it's just fun being able to have, like a teeter kind of scale. What are the things called? The things we used to play on. Yeah, seesaw. Like a seesaw type of effect with the two with Rob and AJ. But it's so fun playing with them boys because like I said, at the end of the day, they're ready, they're focused on one thing, and like that's springing us as an offense. As a running back, tight end, receivers, it doesn't matter. They're ready just to do their job and do it to the fullest. And I know for a fact that that's what they're gonna do.
What about a guy like DeMarcus Robinson, kind of under the radar a little bit, sitting behind some other guys, but working hard, and then gets an opportunity and steps up and performs. What's been kind of your, observation of him through the season and now, what he did yesterday?
I feel like you kind of hit the nail on the head when you said just had to wait for his opportunity. Then when he got it, he shined in it. And I feel like he's been doing that since he's got here. And I remember during camp when he came to Irvine, everybody was like, dang, who's this is? He's over there saucing everybody up, making crazy routes and making crazy catches, doing crazy routes. And we're like, okay, he's tough. And so, like, ever since then, he's just consistently been doing that each and every week, coming in to work and just going to work, just regardless if that's on the field, in the weight room, in the meetings room. He's just, locked in doing what he has to do, even on special teams as well. And so I'm glad, D-Rob's finally, getting some shine, scoring touchdowns because he deserves it for sure for all the hard work.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See you. Have a great day.
You too.